Uh, well, Crunchyroll. Didn't think you guys would do it. But, here we are. You know, I'm really getting tired of all the feminists and SJW shit lately. Because, especially the ones who basically. It doesn't matter about making an actual show that people will enjoy, kind of like Steven Universe. As long as you can push your little agenda, that's all that really matters. So I was looking at this. So there's this anime that Crunchyroll is making, something Garden Spice, I believe. Let me look at that again. And I was looking at I was looking at a few YouTubers, and they were like, "Yeah, we want this to stop too. Just stop pushing an agenda in in various things we like." Because like you guys ain't even talking about the anime. You're talking about how diverse and how diverse your freaking staff is. All women. I mean, that's cool and all, but y'all should really focus on the show. These little behind the scenes things is what you should be showing. Like you want people to get more invested into the show. But I want to give this thing some hope because because I gave Disenchantment hope, and even though that has nothing to do with this really, at least I gave it hope when the internet was all like, "No, it's bad." I want to give this show hope. But if you guys are gonna really push this agenda, like it's all women, yeah. But do you know this? You know there's like there's a whole bunch of freaking female voice actors, and they don't have to like say, "Oh yeah, we're women," because we all know. Sure, sure. Sure. There's always gonna be people who are sexist. There's always gonna be it's always gonna be a little bit sexism and stuff like that. But we've done, over the past years, we've been making sure that everybody's equal. The thing about feminism nowadays is being social justice warriors that I don't really get anymore is like everything is equal now than it ever has been. Yet we still have people still trying to push their agenda. Like that's what irritates me. And the very fact that we and don't worry about this. That was the alien video right here. Don't worry about that. All I gotta say is this: why you should be focusing on showing why your show is going to be good. Why should we care about it? Why should we look at it? And it shouldn't just be because we got an all women cast. There's a lot of other shows. There's a lot of other anime and other shows that have an all women cast. You think you're the only ones? Because if you do, that's pretty presumptuous. Oh my god, man! Like seriously, could we just stop with all this? Could we just stop trying to push agendas and shows and actually make shows that are actually good? I mean, look at Steven Universe, made by people who would be social justice warriors, but instead of just pushing their message in your face, they actually made something entertaining, fun, enjoyable. You actually care about these characters, and yes, it's a little too early to be saying this sucks, but for the love of God, why? Why does an all women thing matter? You should be worrying about your show because that's the real thing that matters. If people actually enjoy your show, not the fact that you want to not the fact that you want to push an agenda.
Dear Crunchyroll, stop fucking around and just give me goddamn anime. Why do I have to look at football players and a bunch of white-ass normie E-list wannabe actors talking about Attack on fucking Titan every time I click on your website? Why does the money which you make such a big deal out of going to the anime industry seem to be getting funneled into a convention and an American animation production so blatantly pandering to Western trends that to even consider it anime-inspired is kind of a laugh? I know literally everyone and their grandma has pointed this out already, by the way, but bragging about having a diverse staff and then also about having a writer's room entirely composed of similar looking white women makes the opposite of sense. But more importantly than any of that, how in the flying fuck is it possible that your video player still uses Flash? Flash is literally shutting down. The other day, someone sent me a plugin that transforms the Crunchyroll player to work on HTML5, and it's so much more functional as to be laughable. It loads faster and more consistently, seeking is way easier, and most importantly, you can rewind to the 000 mark. Did you know you can't fucking do that by default? Yet Crunchyroll's brilliant video player will remember your place in an episode literally forever. So if you watched a show 5 years ago and skipped the ending theme after the first few episodes because you were marathoning it, then when you come back to rewatch it, the video auto plays at the ED, and you can't fucking put it back at the beginning because you can't goddamn click on the 000 mark, and there's no restart button. Not to mention, when you do watch the episode all the way through, it auto plays the next one. But if you have it full screened, then there's no way to.
Personally, I don't care that the writers room is a bunch of women. If that's what y'all want, that's good. I ain't gonna freaking sit here and say that that's a bad thing. But but I'm not really caring about what Digibro's saying, because that to me is somewhat okay, because I know other people will talk about that. Digibro's the kind of person that will literally ruffle a whole host of goddamn feathers, no matter who you are or what it is. But that's what I'm here to really. That's what I'm here to emphasize. Let's go to that black critic guy. Because honestly, everything that man talked about is what I'm talking about. Spelled that wrong. Is it black guy?
Is that it focuses on 4 girls that are trained to be guardians. But we have no idea what guardians are. We don't know about the setting. We don't know much about the characters. They talk very vaguely about the show, like, oh, it's going to be fun and exciting and cute and wonderful. These adjectives.
See, and that's the thing. They're supposed to get us sold on the show. I mean, I don't care if they're not gonna if they're just focusing on Western trends. I don't give a fuck. Anybody who says college style in my fucking comments, you're the most dumbest motherfucker probably in these comments. I just gotta say that. Say college style, motherfucker. Say out college style. I got the power to bend thee. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. But anyways, oh my god, I just feel like it's more important to say, yeah, we got a diverse cast, all this other stuff, and it's all women. But the thing we should be really focusing on is the show, and you guys are not really gonna tell us a little bit about it. So then maybe I might have maybe an inkling to watch it. Maybe I'd probably want to watch it instead of just see, because even Thundercats Roar talked a little bit about what Thundercats Roar was. And I know you guys been hating for that, but at least we got a little idea of what Thundercats Roar is gonna be like. Probably not the best of impressions, but at least we understand it.
Adjectives that really don't mean anything because we don't really have a gist of what this show is going to be about. They did ramble on and on about how they were given.
Alright, for all we know, it could be a fucking magical do re mi mixed with Madoka Magica, for all we fucking know. gonna let Tony continue.
2D animation, and that's great and all, but I don't really want to hear about the animation. I want to know about the characters. I want to know a little bit about the story. I want to know a little bit about the voice actors, the talented artists behind it. Actually go into detail about the show. Why not do what Fully Coolly Progressive did? Ironically called Progressive. You know what that video did, that behind the scenes feature did? It focused more on actually showing the talent, talking about the characters, and talking a little bit about the
And when
story.
you think about it, Footy Cooly is actually progressive in the right way. Because instead of it being a metaphor for, instead of it being a metaphor, instead of Footy Cooly One being a metaphor, for a boy going through puberty, it's about a chick and her really trying to figure out what she wants and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, like, seriously, they did that in a subtle but noticeable way that didn't really take the story and go, women. Women. The better. The better. That's all I really see when I see stuff like this. Just going like, women, we're better. We're better than you. We're better than you men. We're better. And I'm like, okay. Is that all? Because I want to know about your freaking show instead of, you guys rubbing in our faces that you're women. I get it. Okay. Tell us about the damn show so we know what we're getting into. Look, some of us pay for Crunchyroll because we want to support the anime industry. But we can't, and some people want to support your show, and I probably want to see what your show really is about. But if you're just gonna gloat that you got a diverse cast and all this other stuff, and the writers' room is completely women, cool. But we should know a little bit more about the show too. This is the kind of shit I get mad at because you guys could have actually said. You guys could have said, boom, diverse cast. Writers' room, men and women. Now let's talk about the show because that's why you guys are here. That's why all you are here for that. I don't know. I swear, with all the SJW and feminist stuff, because it's like, what is feminism anymore? What is feminism anymore? Can anybody fucking tell me? What the fuck is feminism anymore? Because we got a bunch of chicks just rubbing freaking diversity in our faces. We got chicks who don't even really who say they're fighting for a noble cause, but really just doing it for themselves. And now we got these people just saying, yeah, all women's writer room. Not gonna tell you about the show though. It may suck balls, but we don't want to talk about it. I just feel like y'all don't even know what feminism is anymore. And we got we got these chicks on like these stages making goddamn fools of themselves. Talking about there was one person talking about their vagina bleeding. There was just saying, my vagina bleeds. I'm like, what the? We got one person. We had two chicks on one stage one time talking about kids can't play cops and robbers, or they'll actually get trigger fingers, which again doesn't make any goddamn sense. I just feel like people use feminism now. I feel like people use feminism now to justify their their self-interest in helping people, or just a lack of empathy for anybody. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It just feels like SJWs and feminists to me are like the same thing. It's like they just don't care. They don't care about anybody. You know. I always talk about that whole, you can't ask quit because you're a man thing, because it's what these people are doing. You know. It's all this stupid shit. I don't know if SJWs is really taking over a Lego movie. I really think old Black Critic guy is kind of overreacting on that one, probably. But then again, who knows? People be pushing their agendas on people all the fucking time. And that's the one thing I hate. When people push their agendas on people and don't, and they don't consider that maybe pushing an agenda is not a thing you should do. Maybe actually doing a show that's actually good, that actually is worth a damn, is more important than you boasting that you have a diverse cast and all women. I'm just saying. Because, there's animators who work on your fucking show. Wouldn't it be nice to show them a little bit, a little taste, a little sneak peek of what you actually have? Because I don't care that you're all women. I don't. To me, you're just people. Okay? Genders are genders, but to me, you're all just people. And I feel like some of you guys take your gender as such a big fucking deal, when it really isn't. Because at the end of the day, folks, it doesn't matter if we're men or women, we're still human beings. Okay? It doesn't fucking matter. Everybody who makes a big old fucking shit fest act like gender and shit matters. No. What matters to me is that you're a good person. What matters is you don't try to push your own agenda. What matters is you need to treat people with some of you need to treat people with respect. What matters is that if I'm going to sit there and watch a behind the scenes thing about a new cartoon or anime, I better hear a little bit about the anime, or I'm wasting my goddamn time. Crunchyroll, I'll always come to you for anime, no matter what. And people may scoff and get mad at various other things that is wrong with your site and everything, but I'll still watch you. But if you're gonna let this happen and just if you're gonna just let this happen and just keep on going, fuck, I might as well just pull out a Crunchyroll. I don't know. I'm gonna let Tony talk for a bit. I'm gonna chill for a minute. We're just gonna listen to him for a minute. Trade Master. I know. Get the fuck out of here, man.
To constantly tell us how diverse they were, because there's no evidence of it throughout the video. Besides that one trans man and that one white guy, they're all women. Not to mention that they're all white. That's diverse to you?
Oh, yeah, they are all white, aren't they? I mean, if you were talking about diversity, you think you'd add, I don't know, maybe a black chick, maybe someone, maybe someone that's Asian, maybe someone that's Latin American, everybody. But it's all just white women. I mean, I mean, if you say that's diverse, well, I don't, that's up to you. But you're gonna still have to deal with other people who say that you're not diverse. So I say to you, I say to you, I say to you, all you mademoiselles, explain that. Thank you. Thank you, Black Critic Guy. You actually gave me a good point.
Are you telling me it's only diverse because it's a bunch of women, not because there are a variety of races and genders mingled in the creative process?
Dude. Black Critic Guy. They don't care. That's the thing. Because they're like, no, we're all women. But don't we have to? Don't we have to have mostly other genders and other women in here? So at least then it is diverse. No, 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 no. We're just gonna make it all women. And that's why to me it smells more of like an SJW plot than anything else in this. Anything else. And trust me, I ain't like that one dude that I had to deal with back with the Thundercats Roar shit where he thought everything was feminist and stuff. But yeah, it's not so diverse now, is it? See, don't be talking about diversity, my friends. If you don't got it. Don't be gloating about it if you don't have it. Because people like him and me will pull your bullshit. Show it to you while you go, thinking of an answer.
Gender fluid writers. And we could go on and on. Because you're missing people. You want to be giving voices to those who aren't heard. Those are the people you should have been reaching out to. Why is your entire writing staff at least what is presented in the video? And you probably should have watched the video before you even greenlit that statement. Like, yeah, just go ahead with that. You should have watched the video and make sure, hey, if we have black people or black individuals or people of color or Asians, include them in the video when I talk about giving voices to those who are unheard. Because when you make it primarily on the white females, guess what? You're no different. You're not diverse. And you're
basically the opposite of diverse, and you're basically excluding people. The target gaming and now anime. What's next? The fact that all dudes get boners, and they're gonna try and outlaw it because they're offended about all of us getting boners, and then after they get mad about the boners, they're gonna get worried about why all female, why all why why male and female part why boyfriend and girlfriend, like your girlfriend is sucking your dick, and they'll say that's offensive because a girl shouldn't be sucking dick even if they're together. That's why I go to Anime Crave. I don't have to deal with any of this shit. I'm in a well put together site. I don't have to, and there's not like, now I know how. Now, now you know how Marvel Comics fans feel. Oh man, yeah. Don't even get me started on that. We'll be here all day. At least people are starting to know the difference between feminism and feminazis. I think this is totally like a feminazi thing. Third wave Third wave feminists are ill informed. They perpetuate bullshit myths such as the gender pay gap, and they want to demonize men, masculinity in some way or another. Yeah, yeah. Feminism, is there a need for feminism was needed when women were treated like objects and couldn't do things like drive or vote or serve in the army. And all of that, all of that, and all of that. Feminism attempted to allow women to break down artificial barriers. Feminazis are a way different breed. They want to undermine everything men do. They undermine everything that men do. They want to take away everything that men have. They hate men. Feminists don't. Feminazis are idiots. Truer words have never been said, my boy. Truer words. Because the West does not need feminism. Only parts of Asia and India and the Middle East. That's the thing though. Like there are other places that need feminism, but they're like, no, it's a lie. They don't need help. They don't need our help. It's always that bullshit excuse. There's a whole bunch of other women on other different continents that get fucking abused and a whole bunch of other shit that I'm not even qualified to talk about. But y'all don't care. It's so important that that women need to assert their dominance, here when they could be helping other people in other continents that actually need help, that actually could use the help, who actually could use this I'm allowed feminist and all this other shit, and people talk and the Burger King feminists that was talking about abortion and shit. They could have used your loud selves. But hey, no, it doesn't matter. Most feminists squander it here because they don't want to. And when you think about it, it's not because they don't. It's not because they want. It's not because they think that these women should do it themselves. It's because they care about nothing but themselves and their own little world, and care nothing about the other people who suffer, who actually need help, who actually do need help, and they just keep on spinning their wheels here, making art, making everything just a little bit worse because they can. You know what? Give it to a person who basically has his own little struggles to deal with. A lot of them that I just don't really talk about on my channel. I just think feminism and SJWs in general is just the most stupidest thing in the world. And I swear to God, they touched the hentai. That is when we're going to fucking war, boys. They ain't time to grab our dicks and double click. They're taking away our porn, boys. And on that note, we shall fight. And I am joking, but someone's gonna take that the wrong way and be like, "No, we shall fight you," and I'm gonna be like, "Listen, I was joking. Calm the fuck down." I just need. Okay, it says this is not feminism. This is just a bunch of feminazis. based black man. Is that supposed to say biased? No, that's based. But I will say this: I'd say Incredibles 2 didn't have more of an agenda. I don't think it did. The thing was the overall message of Incredibles was what the real screenslaver was trying to say. Everybody else thinks it's just SGW propaganda because we actually get to see the roles being reversed. And, it is reversed, but it's more focused on the reversal than it is anything else. But hey, some people get that wrong because we deal with so many SJW shit and feminazi shit. Like no one, like everybody thinks this is that and this is this. But with this, I know that this is an actual thing that's going on. I hold no delusions. I hold no delusions with that one because I feel like hold on, where is it? I feel like Garden High Spice is just probably is a PR stunt. I'm just, guys. Hey, Black Panther was diverse when 90% was black. Diversity. Second stage is getting. The second stage is getting rid of everyone that's white. Probably, man. This dude's just trolling, so I'm not even gonna say his shit. I just wanna. So, guys, I'm gonna go back to Anime Crave. For those of you that don't know, hold up, everybody. Bump it a bump, bump it a bump. Oh, give me a minute. I need my music. I need my music to tell you this little tidbit. Because honestly, I swear, you don't have to deal with. Because when you go to Anime Crave, you don't have to deal with no gender politics, no nothing. Just you paying you having the option to pay for your anime if you want. But so if you want it in like real good quality, you gotta pay for it. But if you can totally watch free, no ifs, ands, buts about it, it's totally legal. Let's go to Anime Crave, kids. Do 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 do. Oh my god. Not again! Man, I'm gonna have to. Let. Bugsy, you were really gonna do this? Yes, brother. I am. Do that good shit. Play it. I don't care about DC Universe. I really feel like that's gonna suck noodles with the Titans. I'm edgy. I'm dark. Pay attention to me. But here I go. I'm not trying to persuade you all to go to freaking Anime Crave, but I'm saying it's better than Crunchyroll right now. Because Anime Crave, let me tell you the beautiful world of anime. Create, make an account, and you pretty much got everything. I wish I could get into mine so I could show you everything this side has to offer. Let's see if I can get in. Let's see if I can get in, guys. Maybe I can like remember. Bum 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 bum. Wait a minute. No. It won't let me in. But let me tell you, man. When you're actually in Anime Crave, it gives you rewards that you can redeem, and you get those points by watching anime, favoriting it, and commenting about it. They also give you a little music player, so you can play like video game music or any kind of anime music. It's just their own little hub where you can just chill and watch anime. Something I don't think Crunchyroll can really do. Hold up, everybody. But I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something, everybody. This is so much better than Crunchyroll. Heck, anime music and MP3s. Anybody? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get back in. But guys, like I'm saying, I'd rather deal with Anime Crave stuff, even though I can't get in right now, than Crunchyroll shit at this point. And sure, I may have a few things I watch on Crunchyroll, but there are other places I can go for my anime that are perfectly legal. So, yeah. So for the rest of your piece, if I offended any of you people who actually, if I offended anybody, well, good for the people who want to get offended, but for people, but all I'm saying, guys, is like I know a big old agenda when I see one, and this is just a big old ass agenda, and a legit one too, because some people be like, no, this isn't an SGW plot. This is no, that is, this is, but this is an actual legit like agenda that they're trying to push, and I hate it. I hate it because they don't care about making something that's good. They're all willing, they're boasting their so-called diverse cast members in their writing room full of women. Just nothing else. And trust me, even the other feminazis are gonna be like, diversify. So it ain't just gonna be us dudes who know what we're talking about. It's gonna be them chicks too. They're gonna tell you that you need to diversify your staff a little bit. But I shall see you later. As they say, Chaos Volius. I don't know. I just thought I'd say something new. It was no, but I'll see you guys later. Bye, folks.